Hi and welcome to my channel. Today I've been promising I was going to do this video for a little while. I actually said the other day, hey, I'm going to post this now, and I didn't. So beautiful Cassie Roy asked a question. She said, would you mind doing a video? Would you mind doing a video on organization for crystals and altar display for a personal collection? She says she has hundreds of small and large crystals, resin, candles, tools, etc., and she's having the worst time organizing. So you see that I'm not the most organized person. But I will show you. So the thing is, I have like a bookshelf. Let me get back so you can see. You see that my bookshelf has 3 tiers. And my bookshelf is actually my altar. So on the top I have Yemaya, and of course I have my Minnie because I love her. Not that she's, part of my spiritual stuff, it's just that I really, really love the vintage Minnie. I have to the right some money magic that I work with, Yemaya and my peacock. So there's a lot of like energy that goes into me kind of organizing my altar. So as if you see, I have a lot of shells because I give a lot of energy of the sea to my beautiful goddess, Yemaya. Now if we go to the second tier, this is more my angels and family. So this is where I do a lot of blessings for my family. I use a plant because the plant transmutes positive energy, so it'll take away any toxins that I have in my house, especially the pothos. Pothos is really great at doing that. They grow effortlessly. They have like babies. I have a couple clippings that I'm regrowing, so it's really nice. You could give them as gifts. And I just have like my family, the blessings I do, just a lot of angel work. Now, I made this one more of my charging for my Etsy shop. So if you see, I have a lot of selenite everywhere that I talked about in my last video. I have sea salt. Sorry, my husband's watching a loud movie. I have a lot of sea salt candle holders. I also have another plant here. My spiritual reading tools in the back. So I like to keep a lot of positive energy on my work. Everything is not just boxed and put away. When you're purchasing from my Etsy shop, it's a lot of work. Like I'll have clients who'll be like, hey, did you send it already? They just bought it like yesterday. No. I put intention in your work. I put intention in your healing. So pyrite is great, not just for prosperity, but it's also for protection. So you see that I added, there's no real order. When you work with crystals and spirituality, you kind of want to go with the flow. There is no organization there, it's kind of like how you feel. Especially that I'll take this stuff and I'll put it outside. Example, these are my organs that you could get in my Etsy shop. And then the organs, this is all aluminum. It has wood. It has gold foil. Of course, I add glitter because I like everything to sparkle. But then again, it has pyrite, selenite dust, different crystals that I add. So I pack these little domes, these little crystals, I'll show you more now, with a lot of energy. Now, the thing with organ is that you put it in the sun for 1 or 2 days and it charges it to such a beautiful high frequency energy. And I keep this around my plants, around your work, my oils. These are the Archangel Michael protection oils that I created. It has the Archangel Michael prayer. It's just so much love energy that goes into the work. Not to mention that these already got the moon energy. So these have already been outside in the moon and now they're just staying charged in my altar. My altar has a very high frequency energy. So I test that with water. I'll tend to place different waters on my altar to see. I could tell, how do I tell? I gotta do a video on that to show you guys about how to tell when you have positive or negative energy. Here is beautiful citrine. So clusters are wonderful to have in your altar. So like I said, there's no real order. I change them around because once I feel, I do this once a week. So usually Mondays is my cleansing day. It's a day that I use water because it's the element of water. And since I practice a lot of witch work, I use different days for different elements. Now it doesn't mean that you can't use water on Tuesday. It just means that it's more powerful on a certain day of the week. Of course, aligned also with the moons and the planets are kind of, working. Like we're going, Venus goes, I think into Libra today or yesterday. So I did a lot of energy work because of that. So I'm always looking at astrological professionals, and I read into them, all the blogs, because I like to create the very best possible energy work. Now, here are, you can see I'm wearing one. So carnelian, nobody will tell you this. Carnelian, if you look up carnelian, it shows you like a bunch of different elements that it works with, what it's good for. Do you know that, and this might just be, but carnelian is the most prosperous stone I've owned besides pyrite, and even citrine is supposed to be very prosperous because it's supposed to unblock you so your prosperity got to flow. I had programmed my carnelian out of accident because I bought it and I started noticing, because my work now because of COVID we can't work, but my job has to do with tips. So I started noticing the nights that I wore this, I just got a lot more tips. And I researched and it didn't say anything about it being a very prosperous, stone. And I decided, hey, let me program it. So I programmed it to bring in prosperity. And I have more here. So I haven't really put these in the shop, I think. But if you want your own carnelian, just let me know. And then I have a few others, like absolutely love. This is lapis lazuli. This is with Archangel Michael. It's for protection, balancing. I also find that for those of you that want to connect intuitively with your angels, lapis lazuli is your best friend. As you see, they're on top of selenite because I like to keep it filled with positive energy. So not a lot of real order, but I do take them out to the sun. If you don't have like you can't take them outdoors, my windowsill, I have my windowsill in my room is always filled with crystals and organs and oils because I do a lot of energy for that. You could just see that I kind of just cluster them. I kind of just, every time I change my altar. Oh, so here we go. So you see how the water is completely clear? Can I tell you this water's been here for maybe a week or two? Completely clear. It's, you will notice that when there's negative energy, your water becomes like, almost like foggy. It'll become foggy. And that's how you know that you need to cleanse your altar, recharge your crystals, just completely clear everything. And after I'm telling you this and I'm just touching this, I get so much energy. Like I have chills from head to toe. So much positive energy. So I just add different crystals all along to give my altars a lot of high frequency energy. You will notice that, as I do more videos, then my altars tend to change. I change them around through the seasons. I'll add different plants, I'll add flowers. So it all depends on what is going on. Now, I want to share with you something that I absolutely love, and I've talked about this multiple times in my different books. This is bismuth. And so bismuth is man-made. It's a type of metal, but in order for it to become have the pyramids, just like you see here, it has to go through a heating process. So, and I will tell you this because I did not know this before. So I no longer really purchase the bismuth online because you want to know and see what you're getting. Now, if you see, I'm flipping it all around, and you can see that no matter how I flip it, you could see the pyramids, the stairs. You could, because they look like stairs all around it. So this one holds a lot more energy. What is bismuth good for? Again, something that kind of like synchronized into my life. Bismuth is for organization and priority. So since Cassie was asking about organization, I felt like this was a topic that would be great to connect her with how to intuitively create her altars. So of course, this is a large piece, so I really can't wear this. I had a smaller one, and eventually it broke off because you'll notice the little pieces tend to fall off, especially that if you're using it all the time. I call this the limitless stone. It's not a stone, it's actually a metal. But if you're thinking about the people that take like Adderall and they want to open a lot of subconscious because they want to know how to become more creative, how to become more organized, how to prioritize, this is, my friend, the most powerful thing you will ever hold. What I do is, so I got these cute little kind of spirals. And if you notice, I already have a stone there. And then I have pieces of bismuth. So I wear this around my neck, and then I charge it when I feel like it's lost some energy. This helps me because this is a rainbow moonstone that is inside, and I'm very synchronized with that stone. And then I added the pieces that fell off of this one, because I will show you another one that I have and what I'm talking about. Now, this one I purchased online. You could tell that the person that made this, and this is probably why it was inexpensive, because bismuth is actually pretty pricey. This one cost me a good $22, I think it was, because they weigh it. And I went to an actual shop that I buy my crystals at now, because I like to get my crystals on hand. I used to like ordering them online because they were cheaper, but I noticed, and I'm always, looking for the very best for myself, and then of course for you all. So no more online shopping for crystals for me. That's a personal thing. So, because I used to buy crystals online, and sometimes you get really good stuff, but now I like to get them by hand, and let me show you why. Look at the difference. Do you see that? I mean, isn't it mesmerizing? Look at this. The shine, the sparkles, the tears. This one is kind of like, there's no sparkles, there's no scaling, there's nothing. And then turn it around, and it's just like a chunk of metal. So it doesn't really hold the energy that this one does. It's incredible. It's like day and night. I haven't gotten rid of them because I love it. The rainbow, the colors, but this stuff is surreal. So my next goal is to make pyramids with bismuth, but that's going to be a pretty pricey project. So if you want to help, I do pre-orders now, and I'll link it below for my Etsy shop if you want your own bismuth pyramid. I will be making all sizes. So I love this one. This one's mine. If you look inside, it is all lapis lazuli. It has the crystals points to keep the frequency high, and it's great for healing. I put it next to my bed so I could remember my dreams. There's a lot of foil, a lot of copper wiring inside, and I have a symbol that represents the angels. So when I want to connect, and it's so funny because you could tell the energy of the symbol, that look how the resin kind of like swirled. It's really amazing. So if you want to do the bismuth pyramid, I will have them in different sizes, and you could pre-order them, and that way, it'll take me a little while to send it to you. Here's more carnelian. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I know Cassie wanted probably more of how to organize her crystals, but I will tell you, my best advice is to kind of go with the flow. you know, put it as as you do the different energies, you know, of the moons and the sun. You know, like here is a raw lapis lazuli that I use a lot when I'm doing your readings, because I connect with higher angelic realms to connect and hear, you know, what they want to tell you. And I just kind of keep all these crystals. You could tell that, see, they're wet, so I cleaned them with sea salt water. This one has like it's titanium, but it has like, it's almost like a cluster, because it looks like it has pyrite, like it's a combination of different crystals. So, you know, just kind of like, you know, go with the flow. Go with the flow with how you know, how you want to organize them. I will, like, example, these are the ones that I have for sale, and I charge them in the sun before I send them. I had already charged them. As soon as I make them, I charge them, and then I charge them again. They all have different meanings. Okay, so here is one. This one has Archangel Michael symbol. It has lapis lazuli, because that's Archangel Michael's main stone. And I just empower it with a lot of dust and crystals, selenite. You see the copper. When I get these, when I hold these, and I don't even have these in my shop, because I kind of just always end up giving them to the individuals that order my protection and healings, because this holds a lot of healing, like a lot of healing. Also the diamond, just in itself, the symbol holds a lot of energy. Here for love, for those of you that want to clear your heart chakras. There's Archangel Michael, same thing. These are the ones that I send when you do healings. And I have these in my shop. I think they're only like $2 each. But you could see all, you know, I put a lot of energy work into this. Like, I take my stuff to the max, because this is my purpose. I absolutely love it. So that's why you know, those of you that come to my shop, you know, you keep coming back. There's so much energy that this one was completely whole, and you could see that it has created like holes in it, because the resin can't contain it sometimes. So much energy. It's insane. And then I have these adorable little crystals, pyramid. This one's full of pyrite. You can see all the pyrite on the top. And those are red coral. You see the aluminum and selenite. Selenite is, I love selenite, because selenite, and I said that in my last video, selenite it's a regenerating type of crystal and stone. So when you use selenite in anything, you just know that everything is constantly regenerating. A lot of people use it because they can't go outside, you know, they're kind of contained indoors, or, you know, at work, you know, you can't really like put your desk outside to recharge it. So you take selenite, you know, and use that. So I guess that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Pinning is great. You know, if you pin my work, I share these wonderful messages to so many. So please pin me, share me on your walls, and comment. What kind of crystals do you have? Let's just do that. What are your favorite crystals, and why are they your favorite crystals? Like, what have they done for you spiritually, physically, mentally? What have these crystals done for you? And I think we're going to do a segment on anxiety crystals, since I know that's a big topic right now. So maybe we'll do that. And just like Cassie asked the question, I try to do my very best to answer it. Feel free to message me questions, and I'll try to do videos on them. Thanks again. I truly appreciate your support. Don't forget, my Patreon page is up and running. For those of you that want to have monthly boxes of goodies, I put all of my magic into my monthly boxes. Have a blessed week.